Okay, there we go. Hello, so I'm Brody Cuthill. I'm here to talk to you tonight about antibiotics. Now, how many of you in the audience have been prescribed antibiotics? All right, a lot of hands, nice. How many of you, don't tell your doctors, have taken a little more than your prescription, maybe in an attempt to get healthy? Oh, a little more hands than I was hoping for. Now, how many of you have taken non-prescribed medication? Actually, don't answer that question. All right. So, to understand the current problem we have with antibiotics, we have to go back to the birth of antibiotics, penicillin. So, in 1928, Alexander Fleming, the Scottish researcher, decided he would just go on vacation and leave some petri dishes with bacteria in his lab. When he came back from vacation, to his surprise, he found that his petri dishes had all been infected with some form of bacteria, and that all the other normal bacteria he was supposed to study had been killed. He decided to call this new substance that was killing all his bacteria mold juice. And then it was later changed to penicillin. Now, antibiotics are used worldwide and universally. Just in 2015, there were 269 million prescriptions. There's over 100 different types of antibiotics, and between 80 million and 200 million lives have been saved thanks to the use of antibiotics. And that's just a conservative number right there. Now, the problem we have with antibiotics is that despite how great they are, they're slowly becoming resilient to our current medication, and we don't want that to happen. Now, the reason this happens is because of the bottleneck effect. Now, imagine there's an island with a population of maybe a small tribe, and then a hurricane hits this island and kills almost all of them. Now, the two people who are left alive, their genes will be the ones to spread and they carry it on for future generations. This is exactly what's happening to bacteria. When we hit bacteria with antibiotics, the few strains of bacteria that somehow survive or are somehow resistant, those are the ones that reproduce. And that's the reason we're facing this problem of superbugs. This problem is rising from our inefficient use of antibiotics. So this picture is a little blurry, but right here it says over 30% of antibiotics are overprescribed. And as you can see, Pennsylvania right here where we are is one of the top users of antibiotics. I'm going to skip this slide. So, what can we do to stop this? That's why we're here to talk about tonight. The first method that researchers are using to stop antibacterial superbugs is phage therapy. So, a phage is just a virus, a little viral strain. We got a little one right there. These bacteriophages what they do is they go into bacteria. They insert some of their DNA into the bacteria so that it can reproduce more viruses that will in turn go and kill more of that certain type of bacteria. So phage therapy was a method that takes use of this to kill certain types of bacteria. This has been around since the time of antibacterial, but it hasn't in the past been as effective or reliable. But now, with contemporary science, we're getting closer and closer to being able to isolate strains of viruses that will go and kill the superbugs so that we don't have to worry about them. The next method used is just spreading the knowledge of who has the superbug and attempts to contain it. The Chicago project of 2017 was an attempt to do this. What they did was at hospitals around Chicago, they would go out to different medical areas, they would go to nursery homes, anywhere, and they would teach them methods of how to avoid getting bacteria, such as just washing your hands or cooking food more clearly. And then they would also, in the case of nursery homes, they were telling people who has these superbugs so that they won't infect others. This way they can control the infection and stop it in its tracks. Now, the government is also taking part in this, and they're trying to limit the amount of antibiotics used by the population. 70% of all antibiotics are used in our food. Now, when we eat the food, it doesn't affect us if there's a superbug in it because we cook it, so it just kills it and burns it right up. But if you're dealing with raw fish, raw chicken, they're there. So the government is regulating the amount of antibiotics used in food so that it goes down to a sustainable amount. And as shown on this graph right here, as of 2016, we have slowly started descending and declining the amount of overuse of antibiotics. Also, researchers are looking into how to use the microbiomes in our stomachs to fight antibacteria and superbugs. What this means is that they'll take samples of your stomach and the bacteria in your stomach and understand how this compares to someone who's sick and what bacteria is thriving there. This way you can kill exactly the type of bacteria that's infecting and not the ones that are helping you. Now, what can we do as a general population, because we're not doctors? Well, it's really simple. All we have to do is wash our hands. I mean, if you see someone walk out of the bathroom and not wash their hands, it's a little messed up. Don't take too much medicine, so going back, I didn't see that many hands raised, but if you're one of those people, you need to chill a little on the medicine. And finally, spread the word. Just tell other people. Inform them of healthy habits. Make sure that they're getting reliable food from reliable sources. Make sure they're washing their hands. Really, that shouldn't be an issue, but make sure they're washing their hands and make sure they don't take too much medicine. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And here's any sources if you'd like to find more about this information.